All right, let's dive into family journaling today.
Okay.
We're looking at 50 family journal prompts
Mm-hmm.
from the blog LeStallion.
Right.
It's actually a website that sells journals.
Oh, interesting.
But they've put out this great list of prompts to
Okay.
get people thinking and writing.
Yeah, makes sense.
And the range is impressive.
Oh, yeah.
They've got everything
Like what?
from childhood memories to family values.
Wow, that's quite a spectrum.
It is.
You know what's cool, though?
What's that?
How LeStallion organized these prompts.
Oh, how so?
They're in categories,
Huh.
like childhood memories,
Okay.
gratitude,
Mm.
traditions,
You-
even family roles and values.
So it's not just random questions.
Exactly.
There's a thought outflow to it.
There is.
I like that.
Me too?
Well, let's jump into the prompts.
Okay, sounds good.
The childhood memories ones really stood out to me.
Oh, yeah.
There's one that asks, what's your earliest family memory and how does it make you feel and now W?
Oh.
I know, right? It really makes you think
It does.
about how those early experiences,
Yeah.
even the ones we barely remember,
Mhm.
they can still have such an impact.
It's true.
That's what's so powerful about that prompt.
It is, you know?
Yeah.
It makes you revisit those early years and see how they connect to who you are today.
Not just nostalgia,
Right.
but understanding how your childhood
Yeah.
shaped your beliefs, values, even your relationships.
Exactly.
It's almost like therapy.
Kind of.
You're your own therapist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Working through those memories
Right.
and finding those hidden connections.
I like that.
Me too.
You know, journaling really can be a powerful tool for self-discovery.
Absolutely.
And there's another prompt in this category that I think is really insightful.
Okay, what is it?
It asks about a time your family overcame a challenge together
Okay.
and how that experience brought you closer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right.
Families facing adversity.
Yeah.
It's a classic story.
Definitely.
But when you think about a specific challenge,
Mm.
the emotions,
Oh, yeah.
how your family came together,
It's powerful.
it shows you how resilient your family is
Totally.
and the strength of the bonds you share.
Exactly. It highlights all of that.
And these prompts give you a way to explore that
Yeah.
in a meaningful way.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about the past.
Right?
What about expressing gratitude for what we have now?
Oh, that's important too.
LeStallion has a whole category just for that.
They do.
Yeah. There's one that asks you to describe a time a family member really supported you. How did it impact you?
Oh, that's a good one.
I love that one.
Yeah.
It makes you think about those moments when you really felt supported by your family.
That you could really count on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And recognizing those moments
Yeah.
that can help you understand your own needs
That's interesting.
and how your family meets them.
Oh, I see.
It also makes you appreciate those people
Absolutely.
who have always been there for you.
Your support system.
Yeah. And it reminds you that you're not alone.
You've got people you can rely on.
You've got this network of love and support.
That's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It's that reciprocal bond within a family.
Yeah.
And these prompts encourage you to acknowledge that, to nurture those bonds,
Yeah.
to be grateful for your family.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
What's that?
These prompts aren't just about remembering. It's about digging deeper,
Oh, interesting.
exploring the emotions behind our family experiences,
Yeah.
understanding ourselves
Mm-hmm.
through the lens of family.
You're right.
And you know what? All this gratitude,
Yeah,
it leads us to think about traditions,
that makes sense.
the traditions we cherish,
Mm-hmm.
the ones passed down through generations,
Right.
or even new ones we've created.
Yeah, that's cool.
LeStallion has a prompt about that.
Oh, tell me about it.
It asks about a tradition you hope to pass down
Okay.
and why it's important to continue it. I can already imagine the stories people would share.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Traditions are like bridges between generations, you know?
I like that.
They connect us to our past. They give us that sense of continuity,
Right.
but they also let us shape the future
In what way?
by choosing which traditions to keep
Okay.
and how to adapt them.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like holding on to family history,
Yes.
but making it your own, too.
Exactly.
There's this other prompt about traditions
Okay, what's that?
that I find really interesting.
Tell me.
It asks about a tradition you've let go of
Oh, interesting.
and why.
Because sometimes letting go is just as meaningful as holding on.
It can be, yeah.
Families change over time.
They do.
And sometimes those traditions that were once so important,
Yeah.
they don't resonate anymore.
With the newer generations,
Right.
recognizing that,
Mm-hmm.
choosing what to keep and what to let go.
That's a powerful thing.
It is.
It's honoring the past while embracing the present.
Okay, let's talk about family roles.
All right.
This is where things get interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
LeStallion asks, write about the role you play in your family.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It really made me stop and think about where I fit
In the family dynamic.
Like, how do I contribute to this whole thing?
That's what the prompt makes you do.
It does.
It makes you step back.
Okay.
Observe those family dynamics.
From a different perspective.
Yeah, like an outsider almost.
That's a good way to put it.
Think about the roles you play, both consciously and unconsciously.
And how those roles affect how the family operates.
Exactly.
It's like looking at a family portrait and being
man.
like, oh, that's me. That's my part.
I love that analogy.
And it's not always what you expect.
Right.
You might think you play one role,
Yeah.
but your family sees you differently.
That's so true.
Or maybe you've taken on a role that doesn't work anymore.
Doesn't serve you.
Or the family. Yeah. Speaking of changing roles,
Okay.
there's a prompt about how roles shift over time.
That's a good one.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You might have been the baby of the family,
Right.
but now you're taking care of your parents.
Things change.
Life throws those curveballs.
It does.
Families adapt.
That's how it works.
It reminds me of how families are like living organisms.
Interesting.
They're always changing,
Growing.
adapting to each other.
Exactly.
And these prompts help you make sense of it all.
They do.
Understand how your role
Yeah.
is being shaped by everything around you.
It's all connected.
All right, now for the big one,
What's that?
family values.
Okay.
These are the core principles
Yeah.
that guide how we act within the family and in the world.
They're important.
LeStallion has a prompt about that.
Okay.
It asks about the values your family holds dear,
Right.
how those values shape how you interact with each other and with the world.
That's deep.
It makes you think about the values you inherited.
From older generations,
Yeah.
how you've either embraced them
Or challenge them
and how you're passing them on.
to the next generation.
It's that continuity
Yeah.
and evolution of family values.
Imagine asking your grandparents about their values.
Oh, wow.
It's like tracing a family tree.
It is.
Seeing how those values were passed down,
Through the years,
how they changed
or even got rejected.
as each generation made its mark.
It's fascinating.
But values can also cause conflict
That's true.
when family members disagree.
Yeah.
LeStallion has a prompt about that too.
What does it say?
How your family handles differences.
In values or opinions?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
It is, but every family deals with disagreements.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's how you handle them
That matters.
that can either bring you closer.
Not tear you apart.
Journaling can help with that.
How so?
It gives you a space
Yeah.
to process those tough conversations.
Okay.
Work through your own feelings.
Before things get out of hand.
Exactly. It's like hitting pause, before things get too heated,
Yeah.
to really think about what matters most, what you're willing to compromise on.
To find that middle ground.
But honestly,
Yeah.
I'm blown away by these prompts.
They too, they're great.
We've covered so much. Memories, gratitude, traditions, roles, values.
It's a lot.
It makes you wonder,
What's that?
is there anything these prompts haven't touched on?
Haha, right. It's pretty comprehensive.
It is.
But the best part
Yeah.
is that they're just a starting point.
Oh, I see.
They get the conversation going. Then you can take it as far as you want.
You might be thinking, why even bother with journaling?
Some people might think that, yeah.
But it's not just about filling a notebook.
It's so much more than that.
It's about understanding yourself and your family.
In a new way.
Like seeing things from a different angle.
Exactly.
At a personal level.
Yeah.
These prompts really make you think.
They encourage that self-reflection.
You start to see how your family history has shaped who you are.
It's like looking in a mirror.
It is.
You see your strengths.
And the things you might want to change.
Those patterns you want to break.
And on a family level,
Yeah.
exploring these prompts together can open up communication.
You learn new things about each other.
It's like creating a shared language,
I like that.
a way to talk about those unspoken things.
That make families unique.
And don't forget the historical aspect.
Right?
These journals become like a treasure trove
Of family stories.
of wisdom.
Insights.
They can be passed down for generations.
That's amazing.
It's like leaving a time capsule,
I love that.
a way for future generations to connect with their past.
Powerful stuff.
So we've talked about a lot today
We have.
about the power of family journaling.
It's truly incredible.
It's a way to reflect on the past, strengthen bonds in the present.
And preserve those stories for the future.
It's a gift
To yourself, to your family.
to future generations.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the conversation.
It is.
Keep exploring, keep journaling.
And keep those family connections strong.
Until next time.